Hi everybody. All right, we are going to start our math lesson now. And today we are working on telling time to the hour. This is a really important life skill, so pay attention. All right, we are going to start by talking about the two types of clocks that we commonly see. They are analog clocks and digital clocks. Now the difference between the two is in the way they look. All right, so an analog clock is this type of clock. It's round and it has numbers that go from 1 to 12, and it also has two hands. A digital clock is more like the one you see down here where it's just numbers. There's no shape to it and there are no hands on it. And this is the one that kids prefer because it's a lot easier to read. But today, we've got to learn how to read this one. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing we're going to talk about are the hands on an analog clock. There's an hour hand and a minute hand. And the hour hand is the short one. The minute hand is the long one. So on this clock, you'll see that this is the shorter hand, meaning it's the hour hand. This is the longer hand, meaning it's the minute hand. And this hand goes all the way around the clock every hour. So for every 60 minutes, this hand goes all the way around the clock, which makes the other hand, the hour hand, move automatically from hour to hour. All right, let's talk about the number 12 on a clock though. You'll see that my minute hand is on the number 12. And that's really important because it tells me that I'm in a new hour. Every time I get to the 12, it's a new hour. Right now, this clock is at 11 o'clock. I can tell because my hour hand is pointing to 11 and my minute hand is pointing to the 12. So it's 11 o'clock. If I move my minute hand around one whole hour, it's now 12 o'clock. I can move it again. It is now 1 o'clock. Every time the minute hand gets to the clock, it means that 60 minutes have passed and it's a new hour. So you say the number plus o'clock. Okay, now let's talk about which way an analog clock moves because there are two ways to describe movement with time, and that is clockwise, moving this way, or counterclockwise, meaning the opposite way or counter. Now, when a clock is running on its own with all its cogs and gears, it only moves clockwise, meaning it only goes to the right. And as it goes, the hour hand changes. Now, sometimes we need to move the minute hand counterclockwise to find a time. But analog clocks, when they're left alone to operate without our help, they only move in a clockwise motion. Okay, so we have clockwise and counterclockwise. All right, those are the basics of an analog clock, but now I want to practice telling time to the hour. So right now on this clock, you'll see that it is 3 o'clock. What time would it be in 1 hour from now? Should we check? Let's check. I'm going to move my minute hand all the way one time to represent 1 hour. What time is it? If this is pointing to the 4, it's 4 o'clock. What time would it be in 2 hours? Go ahead and take a guess. All right, let's test it. 1 hour, 2 hours. All right, my hour hand is pointing to the 6 and my minute hand is on the 12, so I know that it is 6 o'clock. We'll do one more and then that'll be it for today. What time would it be in 3 more hours? If it's 6 o'clock right now on this clock, what time would it be in 3 more hours? Did you get it yet? I bet you did. All right, I bet you're also using your math facts. Using math facts can be very helpful. If you know what 6 plus 3 is, then you can probably guess the correct time. But let's use this clock anyway. All right, we said in 3 hours, so I'm going to go around the clock 3 times. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. And I ended up on 9 o'clock. I hope you got it. If you didn't, you're always welcome to rewatch this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.